Australian Sarah Carley herself with an amazing story. An accident in the gym 4 years ago almost put paid to her whole career, but she's running at her very best right now, the Australian champion. And then Adrianette Knight of Jamaica, always tough to get in the Jamaican team, just missed out on selection for the Olympic Games last year. Then we have the athlete who just seems to have so much to offer in the sense of her abilities across all events, but this is her main event, 400-meter hurdle. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone 6 times has broken the world record in this event. Looking for something good today. Shamir Little, first race out, as we mentioned, of the season. Over 400-meter hurdles. Not sure what to expect from Shamir. She'll come back in the 400 tomorrow, pretty sharp though, I'm pretty sure. Then in lane 4, we have Sian Salmon from Jamaica. Jamaica with so much strength and depth in this event. She is one of their best. Cassandra Tate of the USA. In lane 3, don't forget the challengers can win the big prize as well. If you're just new to Grand Slam, it doesn't matter if you're a racer or a challenger, you've got the chance. The challengers, though, don't get the best lane draws. So here we've got Naomi van den Broek, the Belgian, who's had a phenomenal year or so. Great indoor season as well. Had a fantastic 2024 and has really pushed herself up into the world rankings. And then on the inside, Anna Hall, one of the best heptathletes in the world, but is a redoubtable 400-meter hurdler as well. She competed in the European circuit a couple of years ago to great effect in this event. Tough lane draw though for her in lane 1.
Set.
Clean start. It's all about how fast can Sydney go here. I'm pretty sure already taken a metre or so out of the athletes outside her. Adrianette Knight tends to go off hard, and she's already up on Sarah Carley of Australia into the back straight. Sydney moving well, just keeping that nice lovely rhythm that she has over the barriers. Has put a lot of distance between herself and Shamir Little, and it's pretty even behind her. Anna Hall though is going well in lane 1 and has made up a fair bit of ground round the top end. Oh, just checking down there, bit of a stutter there from McLaughlin-Levrone, not the smooth style we normally see from her as she changed down. Adrianette Knight trying to stay with her into the home straight, but now the gap starts to widen, the class starts to tell. That's a more beautiful action that we see over these last 2 barriers. Last one taken beautifully. Now she could stride for the line. Let's just watch the clock here. It's 52.07. Clear win once again for McLaughlin-Levrone. Not convinced it was necessarily one of her best races, but that's because her standards are so high. She's so good. She is still so much better than everybody else. Good scraps going on behind her, and Anna Hall in lane 1 ran very well to come through in 3rd.
Lane 1 is tough. With Sydney, I think she responds to pressure. So not much pressure here, and she's so clear of the field that she's not going to have any kind of push from anyone else. So that's all just mentality of her just trying to push herself, which isn't necessarily easy when you're that far in front. But you come out with the win, do what you got to do, and, you know, basically just showing that she's separated herself.
Do you know, I was interested in, when I went for a quick cup of coffee before we came on air, maybe an hour ago, and she was in the car park warming up, not in the warm-up area. She's doing her drills, like, between the buses.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, she looked dead chilled and everything, but it was just interesting she took herself away. I should have taken a picture, shouldn't I?
Yeah, so Sydney, like I said, about 5 or 6 meters ahead. And in a situation like this, I mean, you just want to be safe. You don't want to come out here and have an injury trying to go for too much unless it's absolutely necessary. And if there's someone else out here that's going to push her, I'm sure she would try to do that. There was a stutter earlier in the race, which she'll probably talk to her coach about, just to make sure that's clean when it really matters. But very comfortable, jaws relaxed.
And you know, she's still looking for the clock. That always tells me an athlete is thinking, this has gone okay. I mean, 52.07, by anyone else's standard, that would be a phenomenal time to run in May. And for her, though, you know, we expect so much. Maybe we're expecting too much. Maybe she expects that as well.
Yeah, for her, she's probably thinking, considering my effort, what am I putting on the clock? So if I'm around 80% and I'm able to do this, then it's favorable for what I can actually do when I put the pedal to the metal. But obviously, Sydney's in great shape.
I just wonder when she got into that back straight there, you know, there's a bit of a breeze there in the back straight, whether or not that just upset her stride pattern, who knows. We'll find out from her pretty shortly. But there you can see she was looking for the clock, looking for the result.
52.07, I'm sure she's pleased with.
And here we can confirm it, 52.07, Knight 54.08. I said Hall ran really well in lane 1, 54.43.
Yep.
This is not her event, really,
Yeah.
but she is world class in this. And then the others you can see there with the points, 5.4321, down to Little. We said we weren't expecting too much necessarily from Shamir Little today.
Sydney, at this point, some of the fans are like, there is no competition. But as athletes, we know we're always working on something. What were you working on in today's race?
Just feeling 14 strides again. Obviously, there's some stuff to clean up, but I'm happy with where my fitness is. For a second race of the year, I'm happy.
And we know that you and your camp aren't too fond of going to Europe in the pre-championship races. What does it mean to have these domestic opportunities where the fans can see you more, where you have more opportunities to work on these things?
Yeah, it's special. I mean, it just makes sense for us, and now being able to have this and still be able to run for the fans is really fun.
Thank you so much.